Make it do what it do, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. Little post-World Cup action happening tonight on Talking Sports with the 12th Man. I'm actually sporting the original inaugural Atlanta United kit, if you will. They're not playing good this season, but hey, whenever we had our inaugural one, that was a nice little look. But anyway, we're having some fun. Look at that. What's that, JQ? What's that? What you represent, my guy?
2014 All-Star National League jersey from Minneapolis.
Oh, I should have got my National League jersey. I got it next door. Let's go. Where we go, we're representing.
Johnny Cueto.
Let's go. I love it.
I will say the Atlanta United is the only MLS soccer jersey I have.
Okay. That's all good, you know? Okay,
absolutely not.
Good.
FCC, baby.
Huh?
FCC, baby.
All right.
It's all good. Hey, man.
Yeah. Cincinnati, baby.
We are representing. Good evening. Rich is on the pod.
Rich.
Appreciate you as well. Shout out to everyone. Hopefully we'll see if Duke will join as well, man, because we appreciate his man, we got a lot of things to talk about, fellas. Rob, thank you for getting the topics out to us. And
only 15 topics.
Hey, man, you're doing good. I mean, obviously we're keeping certain stuff condensed, and that way you don't have to
I think the record is 12, right? Is that the least amount we ever had?
That's all good, because Gary's pretty hard to deal with, man. So I get you, man. So you got to please Gary, man. So it's all good, man.
I know, but he haven't offered a raise or anything yet. Like, come on, man.
Body of work. Sorry, I was looking at the ACC topic. Wow, ACC.
Here we go. Hey, let's start with Gary here because I'm not quite sure how long it's going to happen on the internet here for Mr. Gary. Al Gore created the internet, man. So Gary, and that way you don't have to follow any asparagus.
Wow, that's a throwback. Al Gore created the internet.
Yeah, he went listen to his old ass.
That is a throwback.
Hey, Gary, how you feeling this evening, my guy?
I don't even know what to say. Except,
I wish Al Gore was our president.
Screw you guys. I'm doing all right. I should just take my bowl of tapioca pudding and get out of here.
Wow.
Tapioca pudding. Tapioca.
Jeez.
You got no taste buds, man. Come on, man. Not tapioca. Wow.
Hey, that's what us old folks like to eat.
Wow, tapioca pudding. That's a whole other conversation. Hey, we're having some fun. Let's kick it originally to JQ. How you feeling this evening, bro?
I would have felt better if my National League All-Stars had more than 4 freaking hits yesterday, but I figured I'd come out here with the throwback National League jersey 2014 when it was in Minneapolis. Johnny Cueto from my Cincinnati Reds, blue and red Cincinnati hat, trying to represent for the National League since they didn't do shit yesterday.
Yeah.
Did the National League win when you were there?
I was not there for that in 2014. Actually, next year was the year I went. Cincinnati was the year that it started for me, and I'm pretty sure the National League lost that year in 2014.
I don't know. Like I said, we always talk about
they got shut out.
Yeah, they always talk about the All-Star game for baseball as one of the purest games, because it's pretty accurate. What is it? They had like 15 strikeouts for all the AL pitchers, which is tied for like the second highest total. They were dealing, man. So baseball's gonna have to do something, man. We got to figure out something.
Cody Bellinger, Yankee MVP, baby.
Yeah,
the first damn inning. Like, come on, Ashley.
Man, I don't know. We had some missing stars. Acuna was out. I don't know, man. Hopefully, obviously on the
ain't no Tony.
Yeah, a couple people were out, but I mean, it's just different, man. You think, and Rob, I'll let you get like a quick check-in too, because we'll talk about World Cup. But do you think it's kind of like the evolution of the game, or just kind of like just star power, or a little bit of both? I mean, because we don't have like any more Ichiros or kind of Tony Gwynn-ish kind of players, that are solid hitters. Do you think, or do you kind of think it's kind of just different makeup, or what? How would you say that?
Yeah, you're right. It's all about the long ball, I guess, right there. Chicks dig the long ball. You don't have those 350 hitters like Ted Williams and Tony Gwynn and Ichiro. I mean, that is a really good point. I don't even know if I've even really thought about that. It's all about the long ball right now.
Everyone's swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. I watched that game. That's that bullshit. I watched the National League batters in 2-2 counts and 3-2 counts swinging balls. Balls at their toes up in the strike zone. Just as a lack of plate discipline.
They just wanted the game to be over. That's why it ended so fast.
They wanted the game over.
It's swung everything. I watched it. I left in the 7th inning. They swung every goddamn thing.
Yeah, was Ohtani supposed to be starting? Was Richard makes a good point? Was he supposed to?
He was supposed to play, but he's got a knee injury, so they held him out. So I get it for the Dodgers, and then of course, but you could say the same thing. The American League didn't have Aaron Judge, so you just can't, you can't rest on that without having Ohtani and Acuna. But you gotta have some plate discipline. I watched them swing at some crazy bad pitches for third strikes a whole bunch of times.
Wow. And the National League is having a much better year than the American League. The American League's been straight trash this year.
It's wild.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah,
I mean, it's been straight trash. I mean, you look at that AL West and that AL Central. I mean, the Yankees and the Rays might be the only two good teams in the American League, right? Mm-hmm. And the Yankees are not even playing at their best with all the injuries that they have right now, right? So the American League has been really straight trash, and
I couldn't tell you yesterday.
Detroit Tigers gonna wait to the very last minute to see where they are in contention here before they make a decision on Scooble, right? That's just how bad the American League is right now.
Listen, he's gone, bro. If you can't extend Scooble, then I don't know what to tell you.
We got to get him. Hey, but
no, the hell you don't.
Yes, we need him with the Yankees.
Man, yes, the hell we do. Hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, yes, the hell we need him in New York. You're right.
So what's gonna happen here? And this is my last point, Gary. You can jump in here too, because we were talking about the differences as far as plate discipline and kind of the style of hitters. There's not any more other pitchers too that are personal. My pups are going off. There's not any pitchers that are kind of there's no more the Sony, the Greg Maddoxes. There's no more kind of
Texas Rangers in first place.
That's wild.
It's all power pitchers, right? Obviously everyone Clint Clemens, you had those power pitchers back in the day, but there's no more kind of just kind of control pitchers or whatever too, man. So
paint the corners.
Yeah, those are classic. I'm gonna nibble, make you kind of earn that too, man. So I don't know. It seems like they lasted longer as far as these power pitchers, because you always have a young guy that has a Tommy John surgery and then an off for a year and then they come back. That's always easy.
Well, you're barking up a storm there.
My father-in-law is back, so of course they're just going nuts. But let's do a quick update. Hey, Rob, how you feeling this evening, man? I'll let you kind of set this, and we'll talk about getting this. We literally jumped right into, and Richard is proud about his Orioles, man. So we'll see about that second half comeback too. We'll get some thoughts about that. But Rob, how you feeling this evening, man?
Man, doing great, man. Got my asparagus in and went down the street to one of my favorite restaurants here in downtown Denver, and had some scallops with some asparagus. So when I have asparagus, I feel like Popeye. Make it do what it do, baby.
I know how it feels, Gary. I don't even know what to come off of that. I'm not even sure what.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Hey, congratulations.
He's sucking up to you, though. He got the Hurricanes on. He's sucking up to you, Gary.
Yeah, I said, he wore Saints last week. I had to pay him back.
With this damn screen on here, I can hardly see what any of you guys are wearing. Really?
He's definitely hurricaned out tonight.
Yeah, hey, well, I appreciate that. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Representing you.
Let's go.
That's good.
There you go. You're going to start whipping out.
Y'all be thankful y'all not here, because with asparagus, your peas going to stink.
Appreciate that. Another thing.
Yeah.
You about to whip out your belt? You about to whip some people, though, Rob? Is that what you about to do? You about to get a little crazy? You about to whip out your belt? Start whipping people, man?
I'm going to go easy on them tonight.
Follow up.
You did that down at the restaurant.
Oh, that's funny. Let's get this party started. Follow us, and we got the little crawl. We're live, as you can see. Follow us in a couple of circles here. We've got on X at the number 12, THMAN Sports. We are on Facebook, where you're watching us, where Rich and other cats are watching us. Hopefully Jill as well. And then on YouTube, which is at another 12th Man Sports. So let's do a quick update on the World Cup, and obviously the ratings have been outstanding. We see JQ is shaking his head, but I will say that it's super exciting, coming around here, because It's been pretty exciting to watch all the matches. And I was at trivia on Monday, and I guess one of my guys, he was trying to go. He was telling me, oh, the tickets are just like, 3,500. He was trying to get tickets for the nosebleeds for him and his wife. So he's like, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. He's from England, by the way. So he was wanting to go. He's pretty disappointed, obviously. But $7,000 just for the top seats. I think it was 9,000 for bottom, 18 for whatever. I was just like, hey, bro. But I get it, man. So, anyway. Okay, cool. We got you. Interesting. I'll kind of check that too. Thanks for the heads up too, Rich. But what do you have to say about JQ? Shaking heads, so you kind of get the first crack at that, my guy.
Man, England, really? Man, I'm over Argentina and the refs, but today I can't put it on the refs. England just blew that game today. They got up 1-0 and started playing that prevent defense. And they took out the strikers and put in the defensive players and promptly gave up 2 goals in like the last 15 minutes. Didn't even make it to extra time. Like that's so wild that they keep credit at some point. Argentina, that is, to keep finding a way to win at the very last stages of every game. But man, that was insane. And then the Spain-France game, you can't say a whole lot. Spain talked that talk and walked that walk. They said, hey man, they should fear us because Spain has knocked France out the last 2 Euros. They're the reigning Euro champ, and they came out there. And if you watch that game, France was never really in that game, man. Spain took it the whole game. So, it's you got to get
physical and everything too. They're playing physical with them and everything.
They did, but Mbappe did not play a good game. In that front line with Elise and Dewey, they just weren't really. They just seemed out of sync. You got to give Spain a lot of credit, but that game today was really nip and tuck in the first half, and then England goes up, and then they just stop. They stopped playing to win and started playing not to lose. And when you start to do that, is when you always will lose. So that's what I took.
I hate that prevent stuff.
Yeah.
You get back there, you make one mistake, and it costs you. Then then the other team's feeling good. They go on attack, and bye-bye.
They look kind of shell-shocked too. They look shell-shocked too, man. Which after they went up, they were like, "We got this." And then once they scored, Argentina scored, then England just looked shut like, what the hell happened? Come on, man. You knew that they were going to do that, man.
Gotta keep playing the game. Listen, the only other thing I would say was I think they changed their strategy too soon.
They did.
When you watched what Argentina has done in this World Cup to take out your attackers, and you can't put them back in. Yeah. So once you take them out and they score and they tie it up, and then they take the lead, and you've taken out your the strikers for defensive replacements. Now you're behind the 8 ball. So that to me was premature for me if I was an England fan in terms of the substitution pattern they did in that second half. But they had every opportunity to knock them out, and they stopped playing ball, and that's what happens.
I mean, as much as we like to hate on Messi, he played both sides. Pulisic doesn't do that. Like I know, like he was on. I saw on both sides. Like Messi was on one, and Pulisic's always on the left, always on the left side. And
don't start talking about Pulisic. Sucks.
He was. I know.
Straight trash, homie.
I know. Rob, tell us your quick analysis, my guy.
Oh man, I think JQ covered it well, and Argentina has been getting lucky most of this entire tournament.
They haven't played. Their thing was so easy. Their path was so easy.
They've been getting lucky with opponents. They've been getting lucky with calls. They've been the Kansas City Chiefs of the World Cup, getting all the calls right. And look, I know prior to the tournament starting, I had Argentina and France in the final. Obviously, France is not going to be there. But, man, after watching Spain playing, man, I can't see them losing. They've only given up 1 goal the entire tournament.
Yep.
And, I mean, they've just been and even Portugal I thought was going to give them a better game. And they pretty, did the same thing to them as well, right? So it's hard for me to pick against Spain right now, especially the way they're, just playing outstanding defense. They're physical as well. Even though I didn't have them in the final, it's hard for me to pick against them.
It's hard to pick against Argentina because they're finding a way, and they got the ref on their side.
Is that going to continue?
Yep. I think it's going to be kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chiefs a few years ago. The Chiefs kept buying their way into the Super Bowl, but then it all came to an end in that last match.
Yeah.
And they're going to get whipped.
It depends on how the ref calls it. If they let the refs let them play physical, that favors Argentina because them boys play dirty.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
They play in the mud now. So if they call it tight and yellow cards and fouls, then Spain has a better chance. But if they allow them just to knock you over and be physical, then that favors Argentina for sure.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? One of the things I just found out from, I found out that the rest of South America really hates Argentina.
Well, they do. They do. Yeah, that's a whole other geopolitical conversation.
For real, man.
Yep. Because they look at Argentina as being more Europeans.
They do. Well, there's a whole story with that too.
And I was gonna say there's a reason for that. So
there is a reason for that. I'm not a total fan of Argentina as well because I'm like Argentina. I know what you did. I know the history. I know what you did. I know what you did, Argentina. Yep. So we were as much as that. We were going for England, and they brought David Beckham to kind of be like, bring him over here. Let's bring back all the stars to try to get some good positive vibes. But Argentina, I'm just saying.
I mean, I want to go. I still want to visit Argentina. I've never been. And
no, you don't.
I hear some of the best steaks on the planet.
Yes, you do, Rob.
He said, "No, you don't."
Best steaks, best wine.
Now listen, no, you. Man, I want you to come back. No, you don't.
Oh, shit.
I'll come back.
I don't know. Well, JQ, he lied enough.
Okay,
he should be good. He should be good.
You better keep reading up on it. You don't.
He's lied enough. He should be good. He should be good. So I'm lied too, man. So I'm just saying, man. So I'm just saying, that wasn't the shot. I'm just saying, man.
But you know what? You're not wrong. I definitely ain't going.
Get out of here. You'll be all right.
We got different shades over here, man. We got different.
You know who ain't gonna find out? Me.
54 years for Spain in the World Cup final game. Is that a true stat right there, Rich? Is that
England was in like 60-something years. Like, it's crazy that these traditional powers have fallen on such hard times, right? Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Gary, you okay, man? I'm trying to make sure that your internet's going to be all right.
It's going on in and out, volume and everything.
We'll hold on to you as much as we
hopefully,
can. Okay, hopefully what? Did you cut off? I was like, hopefully what? I was hanging on that word. Hopefully what? Okay, all right, all good. Hey, I think we've exhausted the AL dominating the NL, so I don't think we can talk about that. So let's move on from that.
Shut them out.
Let's do some top 5 teams here. I'm always going to kick you off, Gary, because I don't know how long you're going to be on. So tell me your top 5 teams, if you will, for Major League Baseball. Oh, top 5. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, Gary can't hear? Okay. Top 5.
Well, I mean, I'm still going to put the Dodgers. They're 2-time champions. They're on pace to win 101 games again. And when they're, and think about it, is Blake Snell hasn't been pitching as well. I mean, when they get healthy, and they're on pace to win 101 games, and they still got some guys out already. So, and it's just hard to, I know, a lot of people are asking, do you pick the Dodgers or do you pick the field? Man, it's hard to bet against the Dodgers right now, right? So I have them at number 1. I got the Brewers at number 2, right? Mizorowski, man, he's been on fire, man, almost unstoppable, right? And I know the Dodgers whipped the Brewers in the NLCS, and they might have the best chance. I think the Brewers or the Phillies might have the best chance to unseat the Dodgers. But, I'm still going with the Dodgers at this point, right?
Gotcha.
But those are the 2 teams that have the best chance. I got the Rays at number 3. That their organization always do more with less. I think they're well managed. I think Kevin Cash I'm surprised nobody snatched him away from the Rays all these years. I think he does a phenomenal job managing that ball club. Always does a good game managing the game. I got the Braves at number 4, even though I think the Phillies are knocking on that door and coming real close to supplanting them. And I got my Yankees 5. And I think the Yankees, I still believe in the Yankees if they can get healthy. I think they could get to the World Series as the best team in the American League once they get Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, getting Max Fried and those guys back. I still believe that they could get to the World Series just because I think the American League is so weak. I don't think they beat the Dodgers though.
Who's for Gary or Rob? Who's for?
I had the Braves 4 and the Yankees 5.
Okay.
Hey, I can hear you guys. Are we doing the Major League top 5?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's on you, Gary.
Well, I've got the Dodgers at 1. I've got Milwaukee at 2. I've got Tampa Bay at 3. And I've got Chicago Cubs at 4 and Atlanta at 5. And I still don't trust my New York Yankees just yet. I've got them as honorable mention.
Ooh, such disrespect to the Philadelphia Phillies in this broadcast. Okay.
I like that. I love the disrespect for the Phillies.
Ooh.
Well,
man,
I think that
Willard
the Phillies
and
are
Atlanta?
5-5 in their last 10 games. And JQ, you make a good point about the Phillies. I thought about them too, but they are still 5-5 in their last 10 games.
And they are Philadelphia.
And
that's what it is.
And the Yankees are 6-4 in their last 10 games, even with the injuries.
I got it. I'm watching them gain ground on the Braves. I'm watching them with Wheeler and Sanchez. You know, Sanchez sucked ass yesterday in that first inning in the All-Star game. And then you give them that lineup. Okay.
I think they're going to catch the Braves. I do.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't.
I do. If the Braves don't go get Scooble or Sonny Gray, and I don't know if it's on Sonny Gray right now. I'm just saying.
That changes the game. Now, if the Braves get Scooble or Sonny Gray, that changes the game. That kind of.
I agree, but you're talking about going into Philadelphia with 2 frontline starters and Sanchez and Zach Wheeler in that lineup that can erupt on you any day.
Because if they're on, I mean, that's 4 wins in the series.
It is, and I was there when they beat the brakes off the Mets in that inning. They scored 8 runs that inning, and then Schwarber hit 2 home runs, and Harper hit for the cycle in that game. Like, watch out for those.
Like, will y'all please stop talking about the Phillies? Look at his face.
I know, because he knows
he's over there hurting.
We can move on. I'm just saying. The only one it's hard to take anybody out of there. You gotta get. I'm surprised. The Phillies got. I think I will put the Phillies at 5. I do, but go ahead.
Who go ahead?
You don't want to even talk about it. You want to go to the next topic.
Phillies. No, it's like you said. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to be objective. You're not wrong. I mean, because again, we had that amazing start, and then we had some injuries. Acuna went down. Pitching is just something that I don't know why we keep thinking we're going to keep playing hot potato with our pitching. But if I can get some pitchers, man, let's go, man. I'm at the point now. You want to. I know Alex is trying to hold on to a couple of prospects, but it's a short year, man. Austin Riley's not playing that well. Still haven't figured out that corner outfield spot. So we got it. There's some things to kind of either make a trade, get this F the Phillies, man. I'm sick of them, man. I don't want them sniffing us, and then. I got Scott Richmond talking shit in my ear all the time, man. So he's like, "Oh, Phillies are coming." I'm like, I can't really say nothing, because again, until we knock it out, we really gotta we need to get some distance, man. So it's one of those things where you're not
Marlins even playing good baseball.
I never talk ish. I kind of just okay, but we had that hot start, so you don't want to. What happened to the previous year? We had a bad start, it took us forever to catch up. Now you have a hot start. Now you don't want to have that reverse. So you want to have. You got to lock this down, man. So Scooble, Gray, get yours because you don't want to count on Chris Sale for so much, man. I mean, come on, man. That dude is still old, man. I mean, he's been phenomenal, but you got to let's get some young guys in there and get Scooble, man. It doesn't matter, man. So that's my 2 cents. But we're on the same page as far as the top 5: Dodgers, Brewers. I got Rays, Braves. And I'm going to get the Yankees because I just hate the Phillies. But that's what I got for my 5, man. So the Phillies are outside looking at it. Probably
your
6.
5 is the same as mine, Dre. All
but
right,
it's more or less. It's just because there's hate. But if respect was there, it's they're probably 5A.
Yeah, the Cubs, man. Cubs playing the ball too. Unfortunately,
I'm just hearing them. I'm hearing Scott Richmond. The Phillies are coming. So anyway.
Yeah, the Cubs do have a slightly better record than the Phillies, and they're 6-4 in their last 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. If you look at, kind of, it's crazy that the White Sox and the Guardians are kind of back and forth in the league. You're like, what?
Yeah. And the White Sox 2 years ago was the worst team almost in baseball history.
Right. They're playing a very gettable division, And the Royals have battled their way back into it too. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Astros. I mean, everyone, the Mariners are starting to make little comebacks, and they kind of go back and forth. You're happy to see the Red Sox, Rob.
The Twins are only 3 games back, and the Tigers are 7-3 in their last 10 games, and only 6.5 games back.
Yeah, it's just. I know the baseball, they're loving this, but we'll see. Kind of, somebody's got to come out. Do you think really quickly what's going to happen as far as a quick prediction for the second half of the year? What are the Cubs? Is what Richard wanted to know too, Rob. In the last,
you said 10. What about the Cubs?
Yeah, in their last 10.
Oh, they're 6-4 in their last 10 games.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, 6-4, and they're 5 games behind the Brewers.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Any quick predictions, JQ, going into this second half?
I know you don't want to hear it, but I mean, unless the Braves.
You already said the Phillies, bro. You already said it, man.
Hey, man.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Because you talked about it. Chris Elk only pitched 1 out of 5 days. You know what I mean? Like, he can only pitch 1 out of 5 days. They got a great closer in Iglesias, but if you ain't winning, he can't close. So with Philadelphia is only come up. The NL Central is going to come down to the Cubs and the Brewers. I mean, I think the Cardinals are going to make a run at the wild card. Unfortunately, the Reds and the Pirates ain't going to be shit. And I think
so your wild cards right now are the Cubs, Phillies, and Marlins if the season ended today.
Yeah, I don't trust the Marlins.
Just missed it.
Yeah, I don't trust the Marlins, so come on. I think the Diamondbacks make a run in NL West, but they won't catch the Dodgers.
No.
And then I think it's all about the Yankees and the Rays in the American League.
Yeah, that's fair.
I see a Dodgers-Yankees World Series with the Dodgers repeating. That's what I kind of see. And then, and I think the best chance to unseat the Dodgers are the Brewers and the Phillies. I don't even think the Yankees are a team that can beat the Dodgers. I think the Brewers or the Phillies in the National League are the best chance for somebody to knock the Dodgers out.
That damn Phillies lineup, if they all get to hitting at the same time, actually, you don't have to get them all hitting at the same time. You just need to get 2 or 3 of them hitting and just to go off each other. They're so deep in that lineup that between Marsh and Schwarber.
Okay, damn it.
I'm just saying, bro, that lineup is deep, bro.
This is an objective show, Dre.
Listen, I have no Philadelphia Philly love, but I mean, that lineup is deep.
The comment should be on, Rich.
Can we please stop it?
The comment should be on, Rich. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can see it. We can see your comments, Richard.
Yeah. So want to make sure. Yeah. So you're. I want to make sure that you heard that. Thank you for the shout out. It just we're kind of getting around, and I was trying to get Gary back on, so I was a little distracted, but we should definitely be seeing your comments too. So we're good. Keep on firing them through. Anything else, JQ? Talking about how great the Phillies lineup is, and anything else you want to comment on that?
Listen, I mean, you know why? Because you know they're a problem. I can't believe that we allowed them to keep having this freaking lineup every year. Cincinnati should have got Schwarber instead of Suarez, and it'd be a whole different season. But I digress. Go ahead.
We all got to incorporate our own teams in there some kind of way.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So really quickly, let's touch on this ACC football tiebreaker changes. Talk about that, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys know what happened last year, right? With the tiebreaker, Miami kind of got knocked out of the championship game, and they had the most uninterested championship game out of all the conferences. Probably the MAC had a better championship game than Duke and Virginia did in the ACC on last year, right? And so, obviously, overall ranking is going to play a role. Obviously, if there's a tie between just 2 teams, they'll still go with a tiebreaker and things of that nature. But if you get that multiple teams like they did on last year, they're going to have more overall ranking into the process for making it. So I think if what happened last year, Miami would have been in a national championship game. But luckily, Miami still got in the tournament and they made it to the championship game too, right? So it kind of worked out in the end, but the ACC almost shot themselves in the foot not having a team in the tournament at all because Miami was the last team in.
Hey, so I'm 6-6, but I played all the tough teams in the schedule. My cousins, aunties, uncles, NIL is pretty high off the gate, so I need to get in the championship, man. So that's one reason why I need to get in if I'm 6-6, man. I'm just saying. I played all the teams I lost, the top teams, man. So I should still get in there, man, as a 6-6 team, man. So I'm just saying, man. I got all these boosters paying all this money. I should be getting in, even though I lost all the top teams for that, man. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let me.
Then you got people like Manny Diaz get up there on the podium. ACC, he wins the ACC championship game, and I think he's got a 7-5, 8-5.
Craziness.
He deserves to be in the playoffs.
Craziness, crazy. But that's what they're going to say. Hey, we played the top teams, we lost the top teams. We got $30 million in NIL that has to go somewhere. Our boosters are on the committee. My cousin's sisters, uncles, aunts, booster donor, whatever. But
Then your quarterback transferred to Miami after the season.
No, my quarterback is gambling, but that's okay. He made a mistake. He wants to come back. So just that's our problem, man. So we lost our quarterback. So you should let me in the game, man. Come on, man. Let me in.
I mean, I get it. You gotta go. You gotta do head to head, right? You gotta do head to head, and after that, it's just you take the rankings. So they're trying to put their best foot forward. I get it. When you're looking at the Big Ten and the SEC, you gotta give yourself every chance to compete with those two, right? And so you can't put yourself in the corner. They look at themselves and say, "We almost messed up last year. Let's not do that. Let's not have that happen again." To Rob's point. So, I mean, it makes sense.
Yep.
So that's a shame that Gary dropped off because we're going to ask him if Miami can win the championship. And pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're going to obviously have that amazing, run in the championship last year against Indiana. The team seems, poised. They got Mensa from Duke. They paid him his money. They got a really competitive, really deep roster, and they're focused, man. So they're trying to prove that it was not a fluke. So what say you? I mean, you think? I mean, everyone's got a chance, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're the clear favorite in the ACC. There's no doubt, and I don't even think. I think everybody's a distant second in ACC, in my opinion, this season, right? So I think they're the clear favorite. They got Darren Mensah, quarterback, transfer from Duke.
Yep.
And I don't know how many people have watched him. I followed him ever since he was at Tulane, and then went to Duke. I mean, the kid is a star. I mean, he's got a chance to be a first-round draft pick, right? I think they're going to be better at the quarterback position with Mensah than they were with Carson Beck.
Yeah.
And then when you add him, he can do it with his feet. He can do it with his arms. He's accurate. And then Mario's going to have a good offensive line. Their skill positions are going to be talented, and their defensive line might be better even without Ruben Bain. That's as crazy as that sound. They're loaded.
Whoa! And buddy, also lost
the other defensive tackle, the other edge guy.
They had two edges, Bain, and then they had
more. What's his last name? I know I could see him. I just can't remember his last name.
He was a first-round pick too, and I can't think of his name either.
Right, that's almost like you think they're gonna be better.
They got a chance. They're so deep on the defensive line of talent that they have that was already in the program, and what they got in the transfer portal. Their defensive line is going to be deeper this coming season. So, I mean, they're going to be tough on the defensive side of the football. I probably got them ranked just outside of the top 5. When I look at the top 5 right now, I'm looking at Texas, I'm looking at Oregon, I'm looking at Ohio State, I'm looking at Georgia, I'm looking at Notre Dame. That's in no particular order. That's what I'm looking at in the top 5 going into the season. And I would probably say Miami is just at the top of that next 5.
Yeah, listen. Once you get in the 12, because you can just go back to when Ohio State won it. Everybody was like, they snuck in, and they had to go on a really, really great run of 4, 2 SEC teams, Oregon and Notre Dame, to win it. But once you get in it, if you get hot, especially at the end, or get together, as a team, you have a chance. So I mean, Miami has a ton of talent, right? And you can talk about Tony as well. They've got a shot. I don't know about that. I mean, I got to see that defensive line being better because they were so good last year that for them to say they're going to be better with 2 first round going,
they got a chance. Yep.
There we go. Who dropped? Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it just dropped on me.
Okay.
But yeah, he's doing a good job. My only thing about Mensa is we talked a lot about Beck, and of course he was sometimes his own worst enemy, and I'm not going to hear to make any.
Hakeem Mesidor, that's the guy we're thinking about.
Mesidor,
yeah, I don't know why we couldn't. Yeah,
I'm not gonna make him make any excuses for Beck for his own trials and tribulations. But what I will say is that he had an opportunity at Georgia and then going to Miami to play in a lot of big games before he got to Miami. The question I would have about Mensah is, it's one thing to play for Duke and then, with no expectations and go to Miami with all the talent around you. And say, man, don't you be the problem. Don't you be the reason why we lost, right? So that's the one thing that my slight pause on mine would be Mensah, because, again, Beck had flaws, don't get me wrong, but Beck also had the opportunity to play in a lot of big games for Georgia before he went to Miami. Yep. How many games can we talk about that Mensah played at Duke expectations he's walking into Miami with?
Yep. So, yeah, their defensive line, man, Ahmad Moulton is going to be defensive tackle. That's probably going to be in the first round of the NFL draft next spring. And Marquise Lightfoot and Armando Blunt, 2 former 5-star recruits, are ready to take over at the edge rush position.
Wow.
Tremendous athletes. And, of course, they got Justin Scott, also the defensive tackle position. And they have depth behind those guys, too. So they're going to be really good on the defensive side of the football. Maybe it might take them a few games to get it worked out, but the talent is there for sure.
Gary, can you hear us?
I can. I'm just listening in at this point. I don't even know what you guys are talking about right now.
Talking about your Hurricanes.
Yeah.
They got a chance to win the national title.
Well, I think they're going to be one of the teams. I don't think that they're necessarily the team. Can they? Yes. A lot of things got to go right, but there's some other teams that are going to have something to say in that. Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Oregon, Clemson, Indiana.
I don't think Bama's going to be in that conversation.
Damn Clemson.
And not Clemson either.
Stop that.
Now we've lost the chat for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
We did lose the chat now.
Yeah.
I reserve reservations on Alabama, too.
Well, it's going to come down to the quarterback position for Alabama. Now, I mean, they got some guys there, that are, highly recruited, of course. Penn State? What?
Well, if I got Clemson in there, might as well put Penn State in there.
He's just joking with us now, right?
Let's go. It's the typical team, it's Texas.
And another team
Georgia.
I didn't mention earlier was Indiana too. They're gonna be in that conversation.
Let's go.
And LSU.
Yeah, LSU too.
I mean, you can put any of your teams in here.
Texas A&M or Marcel Reed.
Yeah,
that's
true. But Texas
A&M is always going to Texas A&M.
Them junkers they're always gonna they're almost like the Oklahoma. They just keep choking at the end.
They're gonna go 9-10-0.
It might even be that. It might even be that one. Might even be that team that just gets that one lucky draw, where you got just the easiest of the schedules in the playoffs too. That could be a factor too.
One game I am looking forward to in the Miami schedule this year. They go at Notre Dame this year. I think they
sit up or sit down.
They hosted Notre Dame week 1 this past season, but this year they go at Notre Dame. I think it's in November. That's a game on the calendar that I'm looking forward to seeing, because I think Notre Dame's got a chance to be really good too. They might have the best corner.
I was gonna say you can lock down one side.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I wouldn't even put him on Tony. I'll put him on the second wide receiver and double team Tony on the other side.
There you go. JQ's favorite plan. I love. It depends on what Crystal Ball does. Yeah, heads it up, heads it down. You're not wrong, JQ. So that's a shout out to you. We're showing you some love, Gary. All right, I do want to get some topics, man, because I want to hear your thoughts on this interesting thing, Rob, that you put as NCAA are bracing for the return of ex-NBA players. That is insane if that actually goes down. Really quickly.
What's happening already?
It is happening, but I'm saying I want to talk about that because I don't know if everyone knows about this out for the chat. Really cool story about the Auburn players. They signed this. There's a $6 million NIL deal with Aflac. 24 players are going to split $250,000 amongst them. That's kind of how you do that, man. That's just an interesting situation how that's going down for Auburn, man. So I don't know if you want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, I mean, interesting situation, man. And how is that going to affect recruiting? Hey, we're going to be in the kickoff classic, and we're going to get you some extra meal money if you come play at Auburn or if you come play at such and such school, right? So it's really wild out there right now with the name, image, and likeness in college sports.
An
right
extra 250. If they split it $6 million, about 24 players, that's like almost 250-something thousand per player. That's a nice little check, man. Just saying, man.
Yeah.
Go out there and get your ass whooped. Who they playing again?
They're playing Baylor.
Oh, you know what? They might be able to beat Baylor.
Yeah.
And I think Dave Aranda's on a hot seat too at Baylor.
Yeah.
They gotta stop that shit. You just ain't gonna win consistently at Baylor. Can we just stop that?
Now, since Robert Griffith III, right? Back in the day.
They want you to at least go 7-5. If you can't go 7-5, they're gonna fire you.
Gary?
Well, you gotta be able to go 7-5 in Texas, in the state of Texas. I give you that. Yeah.
If you're gonna go 4-8, they ain't gonna cut it.
Who's on the hot
seat?
Well,
no. Listen, you can't go 4-8 at Eastern Maryland. You're gonna get fired. So
there you go. Now with NIL, who's on the hot seat, real quick?
Well, I just said one of them, Dave Aranda.
Yep.
I think Luke Fickle was on the hot seat at Wisconsin.
Fuck him. Sorry, my bad.
Wisconsin.
Well, man, this whole head just switched. Man, you saw JQ's head? I ain't seen him move that fast since we've been.
Because he was in Cincinnati and went to go play at Wisconsin. I was like, you had a good thing going in Cincinnati. Why go to Wisconsin and be the 8th best team? I digress. Go ahead.
He flipped fast. Florida State, Mike Norville, his seat's got to be the hottest, right?
Yeah.
God, listen, in Fuego.
His seat's got
the
to
devil sitting right next to him. Hey, what's up, man?
Right.
Mike Loxley at Maryland.
Yeah.
That's just another one. Who's gonna win in Maryland? What you want him to do in Maryland?
What do you want him to do? 6-6. You got to go at least 6-6.
Remember Ralph Regent?
You got to go at least 6-6 and go to a bowl game, JQ.
Was he back at Maryland? Ralph Regent back in the day? The Terps, when he had the offense going?
Stop it, man.
Stop it. I'm going to give you all a surprise here that could be on the hot seat. Deion Sanders.
Ooh.
Colorado.
I wish Colorado would fire Deion. To do what?
Mm-hmm.
To get.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but if they go 3-9 again.
Well.
Yeah. All right. Let's switch to this is another question because I'm sure this list can be pretty intense. The QBs that have a lot to prove in the NFL this season, right? So
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, he's on the list. Kyler Murray's on the list.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud's on the list. Justin Herbert's on the list. Lamar Jackson's on the list.
Justin Herbert is not on the list.
I'm saying, okay. He's got.
No, I think he's good.
Come on, man. Justin Herbert's not on the list.
I mean,
Baker Mayfield is on the list.
Okay. Well, okay.
I got a surprise one for y'all. Patrick Mahomes.
What?
Stop that. See, come on, man.
Come on.
Man,
come on, Rob.
He did not play well last year.
And Kansas City go after 2 years. Kansas City go say you suck now, let him go.
No, I'm not going that far. Look, I'm just saying he's got to bounce back this season. That's all. I'm not saying
no. So, well, wait a minute. Wait, we have to define what the hot seat means.
No. It's not on the hot seat. It has a lot to prove. That's what
he's got a lot to prove.
That's what
he's got multiple Super Bowls. He got nothing left to prove. He don't have to win another Super Bowl. Yeah, he's still gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Stop
Why
it.
don't you think Justin Herbert has a lot to prove?
Because he has
because people love them some damn Justin Herbert and they find any reasons to make an excuse for him.
I'm saying that he has to prove a lot in the postseason. That was my comment. That's
a good point. He hasn't won in the postseason.
That was my point.
So that is a good point.
That was what I was trying to say about him.
Okay, look, they're gonna find another reason to talk about how
Malik Willis in there. Malik Willis,
Trevor Lawrence,
first year starting with Miami.
Trevor
Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
He's on the list too. Back, he had a good year last year. Can he do it again? Right. So I think that's.
I got Penix. I got Tua. I mean, you can pretty much go down. You can pretty much put any quarterback in here because you don't want to say, well, I got this guy. You go Tyler Shook. Can he? Is he ready to take the next step? I mean, you can put any quarterback.
That's just the man. He's in his second year. There ain't no pressure on him in New Orleans. Ain't no expectations for New Orleans.
Oh shit!
Hey man, I got expectations.
I'm talking about outside people with objective minds. There's no expectations for New Orleans in his second year. Stop that. There are no expectations for him. As long as you don't go winless, they're gonna. I mean, come on, stop it.
I got two more on there. I thought Caleb Williams had a good year last season, but I want to see him take another step, particularly with his completion percentage. Right? I like for him to get into the high 60s. when it comes to his completion, or at least 65%. I like to see him improve his completion percentage. So he's a guy on there. And then Daniel Jones. He showed some promise. Can he come back off of that, Achilles injury and kind of build on the momentum that he had on last season?
And whoever starts in Cleveland.
Yeah. That too, Josh Allen. I mean, like I said, you can pretty much put any quarterback that you're thinking about.
Josh Allen. Come on, man.
No, not Josh Allen.
I'm saying you got to prove something, man. Come on, you got to come through, man. Come through, Josh.
That's somebody else. They're gonna find a reason to say that how the weather blew in the wrong direction or something nonsense. They're gonna find a way to make it not be Josh Allen's fault.
There's at least 20 quarterbacks you could put on this list.
So the thing is, Rob, if you say a lot,
I had 8.
You said a lot to prove or just prove. Now we're kind of splitting apples here. You know what I'm saying? Or splitting atoms here. I'm just saying this, certain things that you can add for that too. Because but
I agree with Gary though. You can put 20. You can almost put all of them on there. Really.
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of thing. But you have some things to prove. Josh Allen wants to prove. You
can't put Patrick Mahomes on there. Patrick Mahomes has multiple Super Bowls. He ain't got shit left to prove.
I'm with you on Patrick Mahomes. He's cool. Hey, you just got to heal up, man. I
think my take on Mahomes was just bouncing back from the year he had last year.
So
he also had the 4 of us running routes for him, and then he got hurt. So I mean, and as much as I hate Patrick Mahomes, I can't put him on the list for something to prove when he's got multiple.
If he had me, he would have been successful.
Hey, that lucky bastard had some weapons then.
Yeah. That's like me saying Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he did. He had Tyreek for a couple of those. So, yeah.
So Gary was talking about us. If he had us, he has some good ones.
Wow. I was just saying, like, at least I didn't.
He kept overthrowing me.
I was just saying, at least I didn't say that Aaron Rodgers has something to prove because that's not what I was going to say. That's another extreme. Like,
he ain't gonna prove. So Kyler Murray's up there. Kyler Murray's up there, man. If you can't do it with Justin Jefferson,
yeah.
And we talked about that. He's gonna have a lot of weapons in Minnesota.
And then C.J. Stroud has to prove like what the hell happened last year because that's something he's got to overcome.
I agree. Last 2 years.
And then so we can kind of split any hair that you want for that. That's where I was coming from too. Let's see here. Top 5 triplets. Go ahead, man. What you got? That's for JQ and Gary.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I'll go JQ. Cincinnati at number 1 with Burrow, Chase Brown, and Lamar Chase. I've got the Rams, Stafford, Kyren Williams, and Puka at number 2. I've got my Cowboys at number 3 with Dak, Javonte Williams, and CD. I've got Lamar at number 4 with Henry and Jay Flowers. And I got Detroit Golf at number 5 with Gibbs and Brown as the receiver.
I have those 5. I did a top 6. I have those 5 in my top 6, just in different orders. I had the Lions a little higher. I had them in number 3 with Goff and Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I did have the Bengals at 1 and the Rams at 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to pause and
Where'd you have the Cowboys?
I had them at number 6. And
6.
I had Buffalo at number 4 with Josh Allen. With DJ Moore at wide receiver. I added Buffalo in there.
Yeah. We're not having the triple.
You know what? Well, I'm gonna throw one in there, and it's gonna be controversial. I'm gonna go with San Francisco. And I'm gonna use Kittle and McCaffrey
and Evans.
I didn't throw Evans in there, but yeah, that's what I was like. You got to throw San Francisco in there.
Could be.
I like. I know we don't know the quarterback is Falcon. I still like Bijan in London, and I like if Pitts can actually live up to what he's going on. We'll see. I like that, man. But they're not.
Hell no, you can't put Atlanta in there. You can't have that quarterback with the most to prove and then put them in the top triplets. What?
I didn't say top 5.
You can't put them in the top 30. You don't know if the quarterback is gonna be any good.
We in the top 30, man. We in the top 30, man. Come on.
Oh my God.
We ain't that fucking bad. Come on, man. We ain't
Even the dog.
Come on, man.
You got Andre Cursing now, man.
Dre,
top 30.
Dre, even the dogs are.
Okay.
Dre, even the dogs are arguing with you.
You can't put them in the top 20 when both their quarterbacks are probably in the top 8 for the most improved quarterbacks. They can't be in the top.
You said you gave McCaffrey, you gave Kittle, and you gave Evans.
Well, sorry. I mean,
UConn and London.
It's got to be quarterback, wide receiver, running back. So I'm assuming
I was going to take out my wide receiver for the tight end with Kittle.
Yeah.
But
I would agree with that.
Thank
Purdy,
you.
McCaffrey, and Kittle.
Yes,
that makes sense.
Because Brock Purdy is not on the list of quarterbacks.
I didn't know that you were going. If you're going with the, I don't know if you're going with the quarterback.
I'm sorry. I meant to put Brock Purdy in there. I was like, man, there's no chance you put the Falcons nowhere near the top.
I understand. We don't know who the quarterback is. I get you. Everyone doesn't know the quarterback. I get you. But if you're going,
so they can't be in the top 20 if you don't know who the quarterback is going to be.
You messing with Dre tonight, man.
But I'm saying, we do have some talent though. We ain't that effing bad. Come on, man. We know
Bijan in London, they're no joke.
I'm not doing it off the running back and the wide receiver. I'm ranking them that low because of the quarterback.
I understand that now that we put that little caveat in there.
I'm just saying that.
You said Kittle and you said McCaffrey, and then you threw in Evans. I'm like, okay, are we going that direction?
No. What I said was I forgot to get Evans. I was going to take Kittle as a replacement for the wide receiver, but I was always putting Brock Purdy in there because the triplets always supposed to be a quarterback.
All right, that's said.
Talking about the Falcons.
Right, they know. My pups know. Let's do.
You listen. Yeah. The puppy knows you full of shit. Look at let's do it. She said, "Man, if you don't stop talking nonsense, let's move on."
Hey, that little pooch is gonna bite you right on the ankle, and I don't blame.
She said, if you hit purchase on this Tua jersey, I'm gonna snatch your whole ankle off.
You can't move the goalpost. If you gotta define what we're talking about. Basically, is what I'm saying. I get it. Everyone's shitting on us because we don't know the quarterback is. I understand that. And I'm not talking. I ain't saying we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm saying we ain't that fucking bad. We got some talent on the squad. We had some bad coaches. We had 2 kicks. We in the playoffs. So come on, man. Just saying.
Yo, that's how close Raheem Morris was to keeping his job.
No.
You're not wrong. See, if we hit the kick versus
you know what? It's my fault. Let's move on.
But in reality, though, the NFL is that razor thin, though. It's razor thin margin.
Don't you try to clean that up, Rob?
Yeah, JP, I want to hear your plan B.
Ooh, man, leave Dre alone. Come on, Joe. Let's keep it moving, baby. We got 5 minutes.
Between the Phillies and the Falcons, you got Dre
I'm just saying. Everyone loves shitting on us, man. I'm just saying. I mean, I eventually, yes, I know.
Listen, you know what? I am sorry, Dre. My bad.
If you start talking about the Hawks in Georgia Tech, you're gonna get kicked off the show.
I'm just gonna hit the leave button.
What's she gonna hit? I can only take so much, and I get it. Yes, I don't have a lot of winning squads here, so I'm trying to hold on to my.
That's not where I was going with it. Listen. I said I was sorry. Let's go.
Let's do it. No, you're gonna get all of these. You can catch all the smoke. So let's talk about some.
But JQ was somewhat of a Falcon fan too, though. So I mean, he's really.
I am.
It doesn't seem like it sometimes, but it's all good, man. I get it, but just I'm like,
wow, I didn't know that.
But JQ he's a realist. I give him that. I'm just saying.
I've got my Deion jersey upstairs.
There's definitely a balance. Certain things like, come on,
I got a Deion Florida State jersey.
And the national pundits be like always on us, and 28-3, we never can live that shit down. So come on, man. There's only so much you can take. Let's talk about Plan B, and we're gonna do some baffling trades because. I already know the NBA. I already know, number one, Jaylen Brown just said, what the hell? Is Nico up there? That's pretty effing shocking, if you will.
That's dumb to me.
And then LaMelo Ball, because, we talk about the Wolves because we're kind of figuring out, like, the Hornets had a good thing going now. If you try to, do addition by subtraction, try to do like the Trae Young thing, I can understand that. But you're like, they were playing well. You're like, man, what the LaMelo Ball do, man? So there's probably some smoke underneath that, man. So that's what I was going to say as far as some head-scratching NBA moves, if you will, too. So that's what I got. But I want to hear.
Maybe Daddy was showing up to practice.
No, I ain't got time for you, man.
I think Jaylen Brown was number one. That trade, I mean, I'm happy he's in Philly. And, Kendrick Perkins said it best, man. Paul George hadn't been good since he was skinny, right?
Damn.
Oh, I
He said you trade for Paul George, a guy that hasn't been good since I was skinny.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, man. But, yeah, that trade, although I'm happy he's in Philly, that's mind-boggling that the Sixers, with the Celtics, would trade him to a team in the division.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's recruiting LeBron hard, too, right? I mean, I don't know if they're going to get him, but they are recruiting him hard, right? And, I mean, I don't know if the Sixers can still be taken seriously because of Joel Embiid and his injury situation. But, even without Embiid, you got Maxey, Edgecombe, now Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
If they can just find a serviceable big man when Embiid is hurt, because he's going to be hurt. And
he's going to be hurt.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. And then the Charlotte one, just like Andre said, those are the top two for me. The third one for me is the Trae Young contract, right?
Yeah, same.
He's a liability on defense, right? Almost any other point guard or shooting guard can take him in the post and take his lunch from him, right? So, how are they going to be able to protect him? But I will give the Wizards credit.
AD.
They got a rim protector in AD. And then they went and got DeAndre Ayton, another big, right? So they got a couple of guys that can protect the rim to possibly protect Trae Young, right? So
they got 10, 6'5", 6'9" guys around Trae.
Yeah.
So it's like
so that,
six is Trae and
be able to
all
protect
6'7", 6'9".
We know Trae Young, when he's on, he can put the ball in the bucket from anywhere on the court, right?
Yeah.
They just got to find a way to help him on the defensive side of the football. I'm still going to say that Gary Trent contract was a little surprising to me. 4 years, $64 million that Milwaukee did. That's number 4 for me. And then number 5, I got to talk about my New Orleans Pelicans. What the hell are we doing? A 2-year deal for DeAndre Ayton, who only played in 12 games last year, and all he do is sit on the bench and cheerleads?
No, not DeAndre Ayton.
2-year.
Not DeAndre Ayton.
Not
DeAndre Jordan,
Campbell.
I'm sorry. DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
You signed him to a 2-year deal, guaranteed money, just to be a cheerleader on the bench?
Listen, you know why? They're trying to keep your homeboy out the strip club and eating all the food on Bourbon Street. Listen, you got to have you a good vet to help him out.
Man, he only played 12 games last year, JQ, and they gave him a 2-year. I know it's only like $7-8 million, but still guaranteed money. But guys only played 12 games.
Man, hey,
you got to keep Zion out the strip club. You got to keep Zion out the strip club, baby, and you got to keep Queen. You got to keep Queen on the right tracks, dude. Listen, there's something to say for having a good vet, and I think he has shown them that he's a good vet. And you know who he is? Probably Udonis Haslem.
No, Rich, no for that question. Hire me for $7 million. I'll keep him at the strip club, man. I'm just saying. That's all you got to do.
I'm just saying though, but he might be there. Udonis Haslem.
Maybe that's what Joe Dumars is thinking.
These contracts in Miami, he might be doing that
for me
behind the scenes. I got you. I'm just saying that might be the reason of he's a good vet. He might be giving them the things to succeed that Joe Dumars looked at and was like, hey, I need you back. The Jaylen Brown thing, and we could talk about it and we could do it as another topic. That second apron, right, is
serious.
It's not only it's very serious. And I've watched people talk about it where you just honestly can't draft a good team and keep them all together, because I'm going to tell you that Oklahoma City's going to have the same problem when they have to choose between Jalen Williams and Shea Holmgren, because they're going to keep Shea, and you can't pay all those three all that money. Yep. And I know Oklahoma City, the only reason Oklahoma City doesn't have to do it right away is because they have all those number 1 picks.
Yep.
But it's going to be hard for you to, if you draft well, to keep all your team together. And that CBA, they signed all that new money, with Netflix and whatnot, and they were thinking that the salary cap was going to raise up closer to 10% every year. I think this year it came in at like 6.1. And it doesn't feel like 4% is a lot of money, but 4% is a lot of money when you're talking about millions and millions of dollars. So unless that salary cap goes up to the 10% they thought was going to happen this year, as it keeps going year over year, it's going to be a problem for you to successfully draft a team and keep them together, because even if you hit on all of them, you can't pay them all without paying a crazy luxury tax. So they're going to have to look at that second apron, because it's punitive and it's wild. And that's the reason, really, they got rid of Jaylen Brown.
Raise up like Petey Pablo. Let's go.
Wow.
Hey, my fifth is what's happening with Bam, and I'm trying to figure out what the
I saw him on tonight. I was like, wow, they didn't bring that up.
Let's go.
Listen,
man.
he dotted that eye. So you was talking that shit on social media. Take this two-piece.
I need to figure out what's going on with that, man. That's some crazy.
Listen, you know what it was. He was talking that junk. But I saw another story.
And Bam Adebayo. I thought y'all were teammates, man.
Listen, I saw another story where they said that a lot of the players on the Heat were really starting to be resentful towards Bam, because he was the only one that got an extension and was never involved in the trade talks. Yeah. So I think it was Tyler speaking on other pieces of the locker room. But man, you gotta be careful what you say out loud on those streets.
Yeah.
This is not a topic question, but this is a question I have for you guys. Now, Pat Riley, the last two big moves he's done in Miami, getting Shaquille from the Lakers, got him a title. Getting LeBron to Miami, got him 2 titles. Will Giannis get him another title or 2?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I'm gonna say yes.
I just think there's too much.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen in this year.
Okay.
Not in this year, but
I didn't mean just so Gary and Andre knows. I didn't mean this year, but at some point will he win the title? Because they didn't win one in LeBron's first year either.
Nope.
In Miami.
Yeah, first year.
Well,
I think so.
If they stay healthy and everything hits right, yeah, they could do it. If they represent the East, then they're in. They got a shot. So I would have to say that there's a possibility.
I'm going to say yeah, because you got to also remember, no state tax in Florida. It's still Miami. And you can get some bets that are going to ring chase.
It's an expensive place to live, though.
I mean, it is, but you also, without having a state tax,
they have the money. Yeah,
they got the money, and you don't necessarily have to buy there. You can rent there or co-op or whatever. They can figure it out. But you're going to get some dudes that are going to take that mid-level exception, and some older dudes are going to take that veterans minimum to be rotation players. And
to chase their own ring, yeah.
I was shocked that Norman Powell left. I really was.
Yeah, I mean,
they probably couldn't afford him. After getting Giannis, I mean, you got Bam with big money contract already.
Norman Powell has paid his money. Do you want to win, or you want to go? Where did Norman Powell go? To the
Chicago.
Bulls or something? To the goddamn Bulls. To do what?
Michael Jordan's
make my money.
Get
my money.
Stop that, man. This is where they lose me. Norman Powell's like a 10-year vet now.
Yeah, might even be a 12-year vet.
He's a solid player, though. But I get you. But yeah.
No. He's a very solid player. I'm giving him credit. Yeah. My thing is, why go to the Bulls and barely be on a playing team, or maybe at best a 7 or 6 seed, versus staying in Miami?
And when you look at his contract, they didn't give him a lot of money. 2 years, $44 million. I know it's all guaranteed. Miami probably wasn't in the position with the cap to offer that.
Yeah.
But he probably could have took a little less to play for a chance to compete, mid-level exception or something like that.
The mid-level exception, man. I want to win.
How many teams has he played for in 12 years?
A lot. Probably like 7.
Yeah, he's played for at least 7 teams. 100%.
Yeah.
Rich, everyone answered Rich's question about the goal post in the front. We don't want that, Rich.
No, nobody wants to play on the goal route running to the goal post. No.
Man, Rich, we've only seen that on a replay TV. We never saw that live in our days.
We ain't going back to that. Just to get back to the Miami thing, it could happen. If you have ring chasers that are definitely in that last phase, I can see that. Yeah. Not the first year, but I agree, because
they signed Tim Hardaway Jr. That's like the only move they've made since Giannis. But he's a role player.
Yeah,
you can get some solid vets. Like,
that's a good move.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But when you look at, man, their
LeBron.
front court is going to be one of the best in the league with Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and Bam. Davion Mitchell is going to have to step up his game. He's a guy that's going to have to grow. He's a good defensive player.
Yep.
Can he be a lead guard on that team, right? I look at Tim Hardaway as a guy, as a role player. I thought getting Bobby Portis in that trade, I thought was
solid.
big. A guy that can come off the bench and knock down threes, be a stretch big for you. But they still need to fill out that roster, though.
Did they get Marcus Smart too? I thought they
No, he went to the Rockets.
He went to the Rockets. Oh, he went to the Rockets. Okay,
he went back to play with your boy that was his coach in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I saw him move. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, Miami still got a lot of work to do with that backcourt. I think front court wise, they're good.
Listen, but I think LeBron's going to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
And if he does, he might have to be the point forward. Because you got Giannis and Wiggins. You don't really have your best point guard on the team is Davion Mitchell right now, right? And,
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Or you let him play the 2 and they switch on thing. I just don't see him going to 70s. I don't see him being a mercenary in his mind. And that's what he would be for the 76ers. He can sell people on that already play for Miami. I already played for Cleveland, obviously. And then maybe the fairy tale of him and Steph in Golden State. To me, those are the only maybe the real 3 things. I would be really shocked if he chose to go to Philadelphia because he's so worried about his image. I'd be shocked. I think going to 76 would be his best chance of the title next year or the next 2 years. But you could still, hey, man, I already played for Miami. I already played for Cleveland. That's why I feel like that piece of it. Cleveland, of course, is the storybook. And then, but let's say I've heard the stories about them trying to trade Harden in a 3-team deal to get Kyrie back. If they do that, right, and then you bring him in, then oof. But him, Bam, and Giannis?
Yeah. And LeBron can play all 5 positions. You saw that last year with the Lakers, man. He was playing a 5, he was playing a 4. You even saw that with the Miami Heat. He was playing a 4 a lot.
But he ain't got to worry about playing the 4 or the 5. He can just play the 1, 2, or the 3 on a given night, depending on what everybody else is doing. Like him, Bam, and Giannis is.
He still got to maybe move Andrew Wiggins to the 2.
Yep.
And he can defend.
Yep.
And he can shoot it.
Your front court is Bam, Giannis, and LeBron?
Even at 42 years old, yeah.
Wow. That's a team that could win it next year if that happened.
They could.
I still think they need some more shooters, though.
I've heard Chad get on the podcast with ISO and Shannon talking about they feel like they're gonna have a chance to go get Clay. I was like, I don't know what Clay still got left, but he would check the check box of getting the shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardaway Jr. But he's a role player. I still think they need at least one really good shooter on that team.
Yeah.
It's hard though. Listen, Joe, my Walker just played Gary Trent Jr. $17 million a year. So
that's crazy.
Good luck going to get you a shooter.
Yeah. Gonna cost. Let's wrap this up. Do your plan B, and then let's do the last thing about the return of ex-NBA players and wrap this up.
For these teams that maybe miss out on LeBron, Peyton Watson with Denver. He's more of a restricted free agent. He had a really good year this past season, right? And I know Denver is trying to keep him, but he's a guy that if you can convince him, offering him a big enough salary to where Denver can't match it, he's kind of a sleeper to me. DeMar DeRozan too, right? He's not going to be LeBron, but he's a guy that can probably come off the bench and get you some buckets, right? So those are the 2 guys that kind of come to mind for me. Peyton Watson, who really, I think it's going to be tough for Denver not to match it. You got to find a way to offer more money than what Denver can afford.
Yeah.
But if you can't get Peyton Watson, I would say DeMar DeRozan probably is that next guy.
If you're waiting on DeMar DeRozan, you don't play in D. Just saying. It's over for DeMar DeRozan. I don't dislike him. He's just long in the tooth, man. Mm-hmm. If you're still at this point in free agency waiting on somebody to be your savior, listen, I don't know, man. What about Kuminga? He's still sitting out there waiting on the LeBron ship to fall.
Yeah. Yep. Him and I know the Hawks.
Well, that's true too.
We're trying to get him into the sign and trade, and the Hawks are involved with Peyton Watson. I don't know who they're going to go with, man. So there's the 2 things as far as.
Well, I hear Kuminga is down to the Cavs and the Lakers. So
yeah, I heard that too.
So I could see Kuminga going to the Cavs if LeBron goes there, but I don't see Kuminga as another option for like Miami or the Sixers or Golden State, the other teams that's in the running.
No, they don't have enough money.
Yeah. So I think Kuminga is either going. He's waiting to see what happens with LeBron if he goes to Cleveland, and then if LeBron does to go to Cleveland, I think that pretty much secures Kuminga going to the Lakers. So I think that's what he's waiting on right now to see what LeBron does.
Yeah.
Which all indications he may make an announcement this week. We'll see.
Yeah. Listen, I need him to come on. No, I'm a LeBron fan, but come on, brother. Like, damn it. Make a decision, bro. What else do you need?
I hate this talk about with Rich Paul where he's not chasing the ring. Well, what's wrong with chasing the ring? Like, why else would you play at 42 years old?
Then for all that, you might as well go to Brooklyn and get a max and be shitty. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about?
Shut up, Rich Paul. I mean, there's nothing wrong with chasing the ring, man.
Tell us this happiness.
At 42 years old, I'm going to go somewhere where I can win.
Because why am I playing if I'm not going somewhere I can win?
At 42 years old, why am I wasting my time when I can retire?
And I'm already damn near a billionaire if I'm not already a billionaire. Yeah, what are we talking about?
Billionaire.
Tell us some happiness. So, happiness is winning.
Shut up, Rich Paul. There's nothing wrong with chasing the ring.
Yeah, no, listen, that's right. Because if he wasn't, he would just took it to the left. I agree. Rich Paul, sometimes he's just too smart for his own good. Just be cool, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Agreed. Mm-hmm.
Any last things regarding the return of the ex-NBA players? You want to talk about that or no? Is that
well, no? These new college rules are just so weird right now, man. And you saw it in college basketball. And look, I'm an LSU fan, but I don't like it. LSU's got all these former pro players that's going to be playing for them in college basketball next season. They play pro ball in Europe. They play pro ball in South America. They even got R.J. Luis, who played for the Boston Celtics.
That's crazy.
Playing in college basketball next season. I mean, this is going too far, man. And like I said, I'm an LSU fan, and I don't like the rules. I'm going to be rooting for them, of course. But these rules are ridiculous. Now some of these players that's playing in the summer league right now, that don't cut it or make it, may wind up back in college basketball.
So I'll go a different direction on this. This is interesting, right? So whenever you look at overseas, though, you do have younger players playing against grown men in different leagues and stuff like that. You do realize that, though, right? Certain players are in certain leagues. That's the only thing I can kind of compare it to, right? We have a situation where, you have, whenever you talk about Doncic, he played against older guys, and, it happens more than we realize. But I do it is a little, I don't know the extent. I know NBA is a different talent in certain things, and we are getting some talented leagues around there. That's the only comparison I can say as far as, it does mess up us from recruiting and looking into that. What are you going to say, JQ?
So does that rule mean that if you play in the summer league and you don't hire an agent, you can go back, or can you still just hire an agent in NIL and still go back? Do you know?
Well, all these guys have agents already now.
They already have agents. Yeah, all of them have agents.
Yeah.
All of them have agents.
So, I know I'm probably in the minority, but
that's what I'm saying. It's like
if you are in the summer league, a lot of these summer league games, if we're being honest, or sometimes you remember the Drew League in the California, like some of these summer run basketball thing, like it's. AJ only played 2 games. They shut him down. It's not that far removed from being a glorified, pickup basketball summer league. So, if you just played in the G League and you didn't play in a for real NBA game, like 1 of 82, and then went back to college, I would have a problem with that. But if you got drafted and it didn't work out and you go back, but that team kind of retains your rights for 2 to 3 years, and you come back and you don't re-enter the draft, but you can go back to them, it doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't move me that way to where I feel so bad about it, because these are just glorified pickup games, bro. You didn't play in a regular season game. You played in the summer league.
Well, I will say this though. I've thought over the last 20 years the college basketball product kind of dwindled, right?
Yep.
Now I think in the last few years, college basketball has been a lot better because of NIL, because players are staying longer, and they're getting players that have actually played professional basketball. You saw that Arizona team in the Final Four, man. They had guys on that team.
They're 24, 25 years old, man.
The guys on the Illinois team have played professional basketball in Europe. So the product has been a lot better. I will say that the product is a lot better as a result of it. And then we've just had some really good super talented guys coming out of high school here in the last couple of years in college basketball too. So the product has been better here in the last few years. So I will say that the product is better as a result of it. It just seems weird that guys that have played professionally are now to come back and play in college. And
but when you say professionally, like playing in the summer league, are we going to count that really as professionally?
Well,
I mean, I get by the letter of the law, you signed to an NBA team for being on a summer league team, but like you didn't play 2 or 3 years where you were playing against, But
check out the guy that's the LSU signed, RJ Luis. Right,
okay.
He's not even playing in the summer league. This is the guy that actually played in NBA games with the Boston Celtics.
Okay, well that's bad.
And now being able to go back and play at LSU.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's crazy. If it was just summer league,
he wasn't great in the NBA, but he was a great college player at St. John's. Went and played for the Celtics for a little bit, played overseas, and now he's been allowed to come back and play in college.
Yeah, no, that's
24 years old.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
Again, my only comp, Gary, when we popped up was like, again, if you're international, like I said, you're going to play. Sometimes you got some younger kids playing against some grown men in certain leagues. Now I don't know. It's not the NBA, but it is. Looks like Luka. You played. He's 18 years old. He's like playing against the grown men. But to your point, Rob, you're hoping that it makes the overall product better because again, like
it has. I will say that
the college game,
of it has.
Unless you're like super talented, like an AJ Demansa, whatever the cream rises to the top. Hey, come out. If you're 19, you're super talented. But some people, not everyone is as talented. You got to take a little bit more time to get developed or whatever. You go back and work on your game or whatever. But
if you're talented enough to be signed on to an NBA team, there's enough talent there to go back and play college ball.
Well, I mean, they're going to sign the potential, all the time, but still, are you the 14th person on the bench, not getting developed, not getting any game time, or what? I mean, everyone's going to be a little different. I mean, I know everyone's going to hate this. Like, we're talking about Jackson Lindenberg. He was older. He's actually playing well for Golden State. Now, granted, he's been in the league he's older, but you're a more mature player, and that's how it happened back in the day. The Tim Duncans. You stayed for 4 years, you got fundamentally good, and you were still a rookie, but at least you had 4 years to develop, get good, and you're a little bit easier than like a 19-year-old kid coming in unless you're super, super talented. So you can argue on both sides of that,
Yep.
Right?
I agree, but once you log minutes in a regular season game, you should be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
there's got to be some cutoff there,
As soon as you touch the court,
I agree.
JQ,
look, I'm an LSU fan, and I'm speaking against it. And but I just think it's wrong. Yeah.
So if Miami,
I give you EuroLeague. I give you playing in China and Australia. I give you Summer League. But once you log regular season minutes in the NBA, your college eligibility should be done.
Mm-hmm. Who's your squad, Gary? Who's your basketball squad? College basketball?
I don't really have one.
Damn it! Thank you for that. All right, I got nothing. I was gonna wait for it. I was gonna say, what if somebody from NBA went back to your college squad? Like, I'm coming to play for Miami.
That's crazy.
Hey, like I said,
I knew exactly where you were going with that.
LSU, Will Wade, man, he's a little weasel, but he's been recruiting all these former.
Listen, he is reading that. He is reading that book hard, buddy. He said, I can remember somebody actually play the NBA game and come back. Come on. He's had
NBA training,
That's wild.
NBA whatever.
I can't see that. I can't see that surviving the next CBA. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, technically, he hasn't been officially approved to play. So they're still waiting on official approval. But RJ Luis, he played at St. John's. He was the Big East Player of the Year and went to play for the Celtics.
They came back to LSU. That's wild. That's too far.
And then how does it affect
let them play and get money? But come on, buddy. Once you log regular season game minutes, you're a wrap.
And then you're playing. So again, you're hoping that the product gets better. So if you're a 19-year-old freshman and you're playing against somebody that's
there'll be these big time college coaches that'll be at the NBA games recruiting these guys.
He's the 10th player on the bench. Hey,
he's not going to practice against Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He's going back to play against freshmen. Like, come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, come on, not like 5 years.
Hey, man, you're 11 man on that bench, man. You still got 2-3 years left of eligibility, man.
That's wild. That's wild.
It's got to be like the 15th person on the bench, man. Something crazy like that, man. Not like, you not like.
Yeah, there's got to be some limits. I could definitely, if they just, like, if they let this guy play, at LSU, that kind of opens the door for a lot of interesting.
We'll see. We'll see if that transpires. I don't know if they'll allow that to happen. That's a wild. To your point, that's a wild precedent to set.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. It's going to be interesting, but obviously Will Wade thinks he's got a strong chance of getting them. So
listen, Will said, man, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
There you go. Man, he's trying anything. He's trying to, hey, man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man. I got to figure this out, man.
Hey, Neil stands for now it's legal.
Now it's not.
Gosh.
Boy, but that's wild, though. But they were also saying, they were saying you can make, but they were saying that you can make more if you go back to college than you can get like that contract for like what was it? It was like 500,000, something crazy for like the
Tunde Yesufu, man. He entered the draft. He tested the waters. NBA scouts told him, hey, if you stay in the draft, you might be late first round. You might fall into the second round. Guess what? Yeah, that was all the news he need. Rick Pitino said, hey, Yande, man, I see you. You want to pull out the draft? I got $8 million for you to come play at St. John's next year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he only going if he was drafted.
That's a type of organization right there that will go after these guys on the end of the bench.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So Yande Tesafu, tremendous athlete at Baylor last year, right? But even if he would have got lucky and went into the first round, he would have made about $3 to $4 million, if I'm not mistaken, next season. Well, he gets to go to St. John's and play for Rick Pitino at $8 million next season.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the world's coming to. I don't even know what the world's coming to. Hey, let's wrap this up, guys, man.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, another great show. Thanks for tuning in. We covered a lot today, from the World Cup to NFL to college football to NBA to college basketball. So we covered a lot of topics on the show. And tonight we'll be back at you on next Wednesday. I think we're going to try to do 10 o'clock again, but stay tuned. We should be back 10 p.m. Eastern time, that is, from my friends in Las Vegas and Los Angeles and JQ's favorite city, to Jackson, Mississippi, and the West Coast. We haven't given y'all a shout out in a long time. Fresno, California. That's going to be 7 p.m. for y'all in Fresno. See y'all next Wednesday.
Listen, tune in to us, because how many people are giving you an hour and a half with no football, no basketball, no baseball today, one soccer game? You're welcome, America. Love you. See you next Wednesday.
There you go.
There you go.
So,
shout out.
France. Spain and Argentina. We're all picking Spain.
You know the refs ain't gonna let Argentina lose.
JQ's picking Argentina.
I'm going with Spain. I think it's gonna be just like the Chiefs Super Bowl a few years ago.
I want Spain to
all the way up to the championship game. And then at that, they said, this is it. No more cheating. If y'all can't win on your own, you're going to get blown out.
Listen, I would love for Spain to win this game, but once you keep – listen, I've seen the movie. I keep watching it. We keep waiting on it to happen. And
I mean, I want Spain to win too. So let's see.
If I remember correctly, JQ, you picked the Chiefs to beat the Eagles in that Super Bowl too.
You know I did, because I figured the rest was going to cheat them, cheat the Eagles, and I was wrong. And I'll come on here next week and say I was wrong. I need to see it. It's one of those things I need to see it first. I've watched a lot of World Cup soccer this year.
You're from Missouri. You got to show me, right?
You got to show me, baby.
He's not wrong. You kind of like, they tried everything to make sure that Argentina to get something in there. So I'm like, I don't know, man. Because FIFA is 30, man. So I don't know. We'll see.
I think Spain mastered their physicality and they win it.
All right. He said if they let him play physical.
Sorry for my technical difficulties tonight.
Hey, it's all good, man. Like you said, gentlemen.
All we see is your head now, man. You look short.
All right. Okay.
Thanks. I am. And it's flat on top. You could put your can of beer right up there, right, Rob?
Nice.
There you go, gentlemen.
Don't give me any ideas the next time I see you.
Oh, God. I'll punch you right in the knee.
Oh wow. Okay. You
Thanks,
know what?
Spencer.
Good night, y'all.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you guys.
Workplace violence. You don't pay me for sending topics, and I ain't gonna punch me in the knee.